In rural Africa, there lived a man named Adon, known for his striking good looks despite the harshness of his life. Born into a poor family, Adon had no formal education, as his family could not afford to send him to school. His father, Mr. Obiero, and his mother, Aliyah, struggled daily to provide even a single meal for their family. Instead of attending school like other children, Adon spent his days working alongside his parents, searching for food and odd jobs to sustain their meager existence. Mr. Obiero was a man burdened with sorrow. He longed for a better life for his son and dreamed of a day when someone would sponsor Aiden's education so he could become a doctor. This dream, however, never materialized, and Adon grew up knowing nothing of the world beyond the daily grind of survival. Yet, despite the hardships, Aiden's parents instilled in him the values of respect and humility. They lovingly called him Dr. Adon, hoping to keep his spirits high and inspire him to dream beyond their current circumstances. The weight of poverty aged Aiden's parents prematurely, especially Mr. Obiero, who often spent nights alone, brooding over his inability to provide a better future for his son. Adon noticed his father's growing despondency but felt powerless to change their situation. One fateful morning, Adon found his father sitting in the same spot he had left him the night before. As he approached, the heart-wrenching truth became clear. His father had passed away, likely from the stress and despair that had consumed him. The loss of Mr. Obiero deeply affected Aliyah, who became withdrawn and unable to leave the house. The grief weighed heavily on her, and one night, she called Adon to her bedside. In a voice trembling with sorrow, she revealed his father's greatest wish, that Adon become a doctor. But with Adon now a grown man and uneducated, the path to fulfilling that dream seemed impossible. Aliyah, however, had a plan. She urged her son to marry a woman who was a doctor, believing that this would be the closest way to honor his father's wish. Driven by his mother's words and his own determination to fulfill his father's dream, Adon began courting every unmarried female doctor in the village. His charm and good looks made it easy for him, and soon, women who had once seemed out of reach were eager to accept his proposals. The word spread quickly throughout the village, and Adon publicly announced that he intended to marry every single doctor in the village who was not yet married. The response was overwhelming. All the unmarried female doctors in the village came forward, each willing to be one of Aiden's wives. They saw in him not just a handsome man but a chance to be part of something extraordinary. A grand wedding was held, and Adon married 30 doctors in a ceremony that left the entire village in shock and awe. With his new wives, Aiden's life transformed dramatically. The doctors pooled their resources to build a grand mansion for their husband, a home that stood as a testament to Adon's unexpected success. Adon moved into this palatial residence, bringing his mother with him. For the first time in her life, Aliyah could rest, free from the worries that had plagued her for so long. Everything was now provided for, and Aiden's family lived in comfort and luxury. Adon coexisted peacefully with his 30 wives, each of whom was devoted to him and to the family they had created together. The story of Adon and his many doctor wives spread far and wide, leaving those who heard it in disbelief. Adon had not only fulfilled his father's dream of becoming a doctor in a symbolic way but had exceeded it 30-fold. As he reflected on his life, Adon felt immense gratitude toward the gods. Though he had never received an education or become a doctor as his father had hoped, he had been blessed with good looks and charm, which had led him to achieve a life far beyond anything he or his family had ever imagined. Adon had found a way to honor his father's memory, not through hard work or study, but through the unique gifts he had been given, turning a life of poverty into one of unimaginable abundance. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and never miss out our new content once we upload.